Forum is online, so
Okay.
whenever you want to
Okay.
get started.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Hopefully everyone can hear me. We're just gonna roll with this, and I don't know if you heard that there's a nationwide outage of Zoom, so I'm really sorry, but we have an expert team here working on things. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna obviously cut the agenda way down. So first thing, we're gonna call the roll, and then I'll explain. Go ahead, Megan, if you could please call the roll.
Regent Adams,
Present.
Regent Adongo,
Here.
Regent August,
Yes, here.
Regent Cologne, Regent Cologne,
It was
He
there.
was here, his chair is empty, as I
Just
see.
went off camera.
He must have just stepped away.
we'll circle back to him. Regent Goida,
Here.
Regent Jenkins,
Here.
Regent Cruiser,
Present.
Regent Manides, Regent Nixon, Regent Peterson,
Here.
Regent Prince,
Here.
Regent Rye,
Here.
Regent Salzwedel,
Here.
Regent Trainer, Regent Tyler, Regent Underley, Regent Walsh, Regent Weatherly,
Here.
and then Regent Cologne. Thank you. We do have a quorum.
Great. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, everybody, for being patient. What we're going to do is,
He was there.
we're going to just do the committee reports. And one other quick thing, and then we'll go into closed session. I think if we can get a secured line, we'll do that after the committee reports. So, really quick, I will try to speak fast. Maybe I can be an auctioneer. As we consider items on today's agenda, are there board members who wish to declare any conflicts of interest regarding today's open session agenda? Keeping in mind the agenda is just committee reports. Hearing none, let's proceed. One quick thing I will do is the approval of the records of March 6, 2025 meeting, March 31st, 2025. Special meeting of the UW System Board of Regents have been provided. Are there any corrections? Look at that. Hearing none, the minutes are approved as distributed. Okay. Now we will go to the committee reports, and we'll start with Regent Prince, if you can hear me, to present the
I can
report
hear
of the
you.
Education Committee. Perfect.
Thank you, Regent.
The floor is
President
yours, Regent
Gogos.
Prince.
Thank you. The Education Committee approved 8 degree programs and heard updates on the academic unit realignment at UW Oshkosh and the system-wide approach to compliance with a federal mandate on accessibility of digital materials. We approved a UW Eau Claire Bachelor of Science in Assistive Systems and Robotics Engineering. The program will apply fundamental robotics engineering principles to directly help individuals perform tasks that might be difficult or impossible otherwise, including robotics for daily personal tasks, personal mobility, rehabilitation, and communication. Collaborations with Mayo Clinic, the Eau Claire Aging and Disability Resource Center, and the Eau Claire County Veterans Services Office will provide students with capstone project opportunities in designing assistive devices. Workforce development funding will be used to hire 2 new faculty with expertise in robotics. UWM Green Bay Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering. The program represents an elevation of an existing software engineering emphasis within the BS in Computer Science at UW Green Bay. Students will gain expertise in traditional software engineering and modern AI applications, preparing them for careers as software developers and software engineers in a wide range of industries. Workforce development funding will be used to hire 2 new faculty members to support the program, renovations to classrooms, and the purchase of new computers for an existing computer lab. UW-Madison, Master of Science in in Plant Science and Technology, and Doctor of Philosophy in Plant Science and Technology. These programs will consolidate and update the previous agronomy and horticulture degrees. The new programs will leverage diverse faculty expertise and research interests while encouraging cross-disciplinary collaboration. Graduates will be prepared for careers in agricultural research, management and consultation in private industry, government, and academic sectors. UW-Madison, Doctor of Philosophy in Ecology and Evolutionary Biology. Together, ecology and evolutionary biology form an interdisciplinary field of study that seeks to understand how the diversity of life is shaped by processes that act over spatial and temporal scales. Graduates will be prepared as researchers who can work across multiple industries, including biotechnology, agriculture, environmental science, academia, state and federal agencies, and nonprofit organizations. UW-Madison Master of Science in Quantitative Economics. This program will be housed in the College of Letters and Science. The curriculum will provide training in a range of high-demand quantitative skills in order to manage and analyze a growing volume of economic data. Graduates will be prepared to enter careers requiring specialized expertise in applying modern machine learning and data analytic tools to analyze economic data. UW-Whitewater, Master of Science in Education in Elementary Middle Education. The program is designed to accommodate individuals who hold a bachelor's degree and who seek to enter the education field or broaden their teaching qualifications. Graduates will be prepared to obtain Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction Educator Tier 2 licensure and to work as classroom teachers in grades kindergarten to 9th grade, thus addressing statewide educator shortages. And finally, UW-Whitewater Bachelor of Science in Medical Sciences. The university will deliver this program from its Rock County campus in partnership with Mercy Health. The BS in Medical Sciences will offer 2 emphases, one in radiologic technology and the other in diagnostics sonography. Graduates will be prepared for careers such as MRI technologists and as specialists in fields such as nuclear medicine. Finally, we did 2 other things in the committee. We received an update on the academic unit realignment underway at UW-Oshkosh. It was a great presentation. Take a look back at your August minutes because that's where we as the board approved that model. And the goals there are to include the achievement of financial savings, a more balanced distribution of students and staff, program alignment with widely recognized career clusters, and the potential for greater interdisciplinary connections and guided pathways to support student success. As UW-Oshkosh moves towards the final stages of building out these new structures, Provost Ed Martini and Faculty Senate President Pascal Manning summarized the work to date with next steps to be operationalized by July 1st for the new structure. And we also heard lessons learned that might be of interest to us as we contemplate similar changes. My final comments are around the update from the ADA Title II Digital Accessibility Work Group update. This panel included John Akhtar and Paige Smith of the UW administration, as well as UW Parkside Associate Vice Provost Amber Handy and UW-Madison ADA Coordinator Ruben Mota. They provided a brief overview of digital accessibility, the new federal law by the Department of Justice that applies to all websites and mobile applications across the universities of Wisconsin, and the collective approach underway to support compliance and implementation of best practices. Regent President Bogost, as I go in search of my oxygen, this concludes my report. Therefore, I move for the adoption by the board for resolutions C1 through C9.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Motion passes. Thank you so much, Regent Prince, and I think that's a well-deserved sip of water. You did an excellent job. Okay, thank you so much. Next, we will call upon Regent Adams to present a report from the Audit Committee.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The Audit Risk and Compliance Committee met this morning. The committee did an update on the progress of the fiscal year 2025 audit plan. Chief Audit Executive Lori Stortz affirmed that her office is making good progress on the audit plan, and the committee will continue to review reports in preparation for the June meeting. Next, the committee was provided with the results summary of the audits recently issued by the Office of Internal Audit since our February meeting. This included executive summaries from the April A through September B 2024 payroll biannual audit, the auxiliary unit housing audit, the IT privacy policy 1040 audit, and the records retention audit. Next, the committee heard from Paige Smith, Associate Vice President and Chief Information Security Officer, and Joseph Razor, Director of Risk Management, who gave an overview of the Office of Compliance and Risk Management's alignment with the Audit Risk and Compliance Committee's revised charter adopted in February of 2025. As chair, I raised a point relevant to the revised committee charter. The committee would like our discussions to center around top strategic risks. It is the committee's desire to spend the bulk of our time going forward, understanding and proactively discussing risk management, such as operational pressures, including financial stability and the business model. We expect data trends and dashboards with the introduction of ATP as a basis for enhanced risk management by the board. Regent Salzweddle indicated that the committee would like to spend less time reviewing the results of audits and more time discussing current risks and their mitigation strategy. He also requested that the staff who support this committee be proactive in bringing emerging risks to our attention. President Rothman confirmed that risk management leaders are involved in leadership meetings as they work through the major risk issues. Finally, the committee extended its gratitude to Regents Cologne and Jenkins for their dedication and contributions to the committee during their time of service. Madam Chair, that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Regent Adams. And next, I will call on Regent Rye to present a report from the Business and Finance Committee. Regent Rye. We have Regent Rye.
Yeah, I was on mute.
Okay.
Thank you, Regent President Bogos. The Business and Finance Committee considered two items of business this afternoon. First, the committee reviewed and approved the 2025-26 auxiliary rates at each of the universities of Wisconsin. While the rate adjustments vary across the universities, the proposal will increase the average segregated fees for students at a four-year campus by 3.5%, and the average annual room and board cost for the majority of students living on a four-year campus by 2.8%, for an overall increase of 2.9%. These increases are driven by several factors, including wage adjustments, inflationary expenses, capital projects, and student-initiated programming. Even with the rates approved as proposed, overall auxiliary revenue balances are projected to decline. Tuition proposals will be considered at future meeting pending final action on the UW state funding budget. The committee did have conversation following that presentation and prior to the vote regarding risk mitigation plans that should be in place depending on what outcomes not only that happen from the state budget conversations, but what we see at the national level. I want to thank my regents for contributing to that and President Rothman for answering some of our questions, and hopefully we'll continue to have conversations on what our mitigation plans are if the budget requests are not met going forward. The committee also approved approved in addition to the UW strategic plan for major IT projects. This three-year project will modernize the data infrastructure and overall data collection process to provide new industry-level student data warehouse capabilities while also streamlining submission of data at the UW administration level. The new approach will create a process that reduces manual effort, aligns to a broader data strategy, and reduces the lag time to report official numbers. While the project budget is $3.3 million, this solution will collectively reduce or avoid $1.4 million in annual operating expenses, resulting in a 2.5-year payoff for the investment. As committee chair, I'd also like to thank Regents Cologne and Regent Peterson for serving on the Business and Finance Committee, as today was their last committee meeting as well. So in conclusion, on behalf of the Business and Finance Committee, I now move approval of resolutions D and E.
Great. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Okay, I think that it passed. Thank you, Regent Roy. And next, I think we are going to call on Regent Cruiser to report out on the Capital Planning and Budget Committee. Hopefully have Regent Cruiser somewhere.
You do. You
Awesome.
do. I take it Ed Manydeeds could not make it on today.
That's correct. He was. Oh, he's on his phone, so he's listening to us, but he can't speak apparently.
Okay. So the Capital Planning and Budget Committee met on several projects that were taken up by the committee with unanimous votes. And Alex Rowe was the presenter, in which I believe there were 3 to 4 items that are on there that are not right in front of me, because this is kind of sprung on me at the last moment. As of like right now, I didn't know I was presenting. I will grab that file right now.
Did we send it to you, Jim?
I
Okay.
don't think
Okay.
so.
We're winging it.
We're winging it, but that's all right. I got it right here. I got
Okay.
it right here.
Thank you, Regent
I
Cruiser.
apologize. If you want to go to the remind the last report.
No, we're good.
Chair,
Do you,
Madam Chair, while he's looking,
Yes.
this is Regent Prince. Thank you. I just wanted to note that at Education, we also did thank Regent Audrey Jenkins and Regent Mark Tyler, since their term is ending as well on Education. So we welcomed Audrey and we said goodbye to Audrey all at the same time. So noted.
Thank you. Thank you, Regent Prince, and thank you, Regent Jenkins. Should I, yeah,
I was ready for,
okay.
and I apologize that it is not in front of me here.
That's okay, Regent Cruiser. Is there something I could read out? No.
Regent Cruiser, I sent it to you via email about 10 minutes ago, 5 or 10 minutes ago.
Got it.
You can't.
I don't have it, but I'm working on it.
Okay, you know what? Let me just, Regent Cruiser, I can just read off the resolutions.
That would be great. Thank you.
Okay. So resolution D1 was, upon the recommendation of the President of the UW System, Board of Regents grants authority to construct various maintenance and repair projects at an estimated total cost of $18 million. Resolution E is that upon the recommendation of the Chancellor of UW-Madison, the President of the UW System, UW Board of Regents, accept a gift of a total of 64,000 square feet in 2 condominiums located in the Wisconsin Institute for Discovery. Resolution F is that the authority to construct central plans and utility distribution renovations projects in the UW System. And I think that is it.
Okay.
So we need,
If it helps, Madam Chair, I was part
Yes.
of the meeting as well, and I'm happy to move that we accept those resolutions.
thank you. Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Motion carries. Thank you, Regent Cruiser, and I apologize for throwing you at the last minute, but
No, that's all right. Can you hear me now,
major
Madam Chair?
technical issues as we're all experiencing.
Can you
Okay,
hear me now, Madam Chair?
Okay, we are done with committee reports. We are going to move on to resolution of appreciation and take a moment to recognize our student regent, Audrey Jenkins, who has served and her term is coming to an end on May 1st. And we so appreciate you filling in and taking over. And it was a joy to meet you. And we're sorry your time is short, but we're excited to see what's ahead for you. So I am now going to read the resolution of appreciation for Regent Jenkins' service to the University of Wisconsin. Whereas Audrey Jenkins graciously accepted an appointment to the UW System Board of Regents in February, providing exemplary service as a traditional student regent. And whereas Audrey has served on the Education Committee, working to continue high-quality academic programs at all UW universities. And whereas Audrey also served on the Audit, Risk, and Compliance Committee, furthering the advancements of safe and efficient practices across the University of Wisconsin. And whereas Audrey has been a steadfast advocate for the student experience, engaging with her colleagues of the Board of Regents to keep the student perspective at the forefront of decision-making. And whereas Audrey's experience as a political science and history double major, which is fantastic since I was also a double major in political science and history. I mean, obviously, you're very bright. At the University of Wisconsin Parkside, has prepared her well to achieve her aspirations to attend law school and further academic and professional goals. Be it therefore resolved that the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System hereby offers thanks and commendation to Audrey Jenkins for her dedicated service to the citizens of Wisconsin and wishes her well in her future endeavors as a soon-to-be Ranger graduate. Audrey, would you like to say a few words?
I just want to thank everybody. I know I was only here for a little bit, but it's been really great getting to see everyone and see how professional and how well you work. It's a different environment than I've experienced, so I'm very grateful for the experience.
Well, thank you so much for your time and your volunteer service. And you have two lawyers that really applaud you for wanting to go to law school sitting right here. So go lawyers. We need more of you. So thank you so much, Audrey.
Thank you, guys.
Next, I'm looking forward to recognizing our departing colleagues at a future meeting, but I'd like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank Regents Chris Peterson, Hector Colon, and Mark Tyler for all their hard work and dedication to the University of Wisconsin. It's been such a pleasure getting to know all of you. And really for me, and I think I share this with my colleagues, like really one of the best parts of being a regent is getting to know you all and working together and really finding our common ground and our love for higher education. And the three of you are so passionate in your endeavor to really pursue what's good for the universities, and I'm going to miss all of you. So don't be a stranger, but we will recognize you at another meeting. So thank you so much. And I think Regent Peterson by far wins the award for the most travel done by any regent ever. So thank you. Okay, so let's see. I think we're potentially going to go into closed session. Is that correct? So,
You can slow it down.
okay. So they know to look at their teams? Okay. So I'm going to ask us to go into closed session, and you've all been sent, because to secure it, we have to send another link. So we're going to do the vote now, though. So don't click off anything. So that concludes our open session. I'll now move the Board of Regents move into closed session. And I'm taking Kyle's job to consider an employment agreement for a UW Milwaukee head men's basketball coach as permitted by statute or section 19.85 parent 1 parent C and parent E of the Wisconsin statutes, and confer with legal counsel regarding potential or pending litigation, including state of New York versus Trump, Massachusetts versus NIH, California versus U.S. Department of Education, New York versus McMahon, Colorado versus HHS, Rhode Island versus Trump, and Massachusetts versus Kennedy, as permitted by section 19.85 parent 1 parent G of the Wisconsin statutes. Regents, is there a second? Anybody? Okay, second. Megan, please call the roll.
Regent Adams,
Yes.
Regent Adongo,
Yes.
Regent Bogus,
Yes.
Regent Cologne,
Yes.
Regent Goydam,
Yes.
Regent Jenkins,
Yes.
Regent Cruiser.
Yes.
Thank you. Regent Menedez, Regent Nixon,
Yes.
Regent Peterson,
Yes.
Regent Prince,
Yes.
Regent Rao,
Yes.
Regent Salzwedel,
Yes.
Regent Trainer, Regent Tyler, Regent Underly, Regent Walsh, Regent Weatherly.
Yes.
Okay. So look for the email and hopefully we will regain our meeting in just a few minutes. So you have to leave this meeting, correct? And go on the other meeting.